It's Coffee Social, the podcast all about social media and business. And now, here are your hosts, Jonathan Howard and Mimi Langley.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Jonathan Howard. You were waiting for me.
Hello, Mimi Langley.
He was waiting for me patiently.
No.
You guys, this is going to be a quick episode because we wanted to come on here and tell you what, Jonathan, the importance of what?
The importance of listening to your audience. You know, I like to talk about that a lot.
A lot of entrepreneurs, they have like this idea in their mind. They're like, this is what the people need. I'm going to create this and it's going to sell like hotcakes.
It's going to be unbelievable.
Exactly.
Everything's going to be great. No.
Not always. Now, sometimes that works out.
Not always. But yeah, there's a little bit more to it than that, let's say.
Maybe you're wondering, well, how the heck do I even do that? Like, how do I even get people to engage in the first place? Like, what can I do that people would want to give me their questions and their feedback? So like, Jonathan, I know you have some ideas.
I have some ideas. So I'm going to say, the first thing you can do is you can poll your audience on Instagram. There's so many ways that you can ask your audience questions on Instagram, do polls on Instagram, use your stories to connect and say, hey, do you want to see A or B, B or C,
Yep.
C or D? I mean, it's like going to the eye doctor on your Instagram stories, but you could still do it. So there's that. There is, just asking them questions in your post, like, hey, I'm doing this. What would you prefer? You want to learn more about this or this? Easy things like that. And they do actually allow you to do polls in your posts now. Going on, running a quiz on LinkedIn, you can do as well, or a poll on LinkedIn. Mm-hmm. So all sorts of places you can ask questions. The other thing you can do is you can just ask your audience flat out. If you have a one-on-one with somebody or a group session with people, hey, so I'm glad you came to this. What would you want to see next? What are you struggling with? Just simple questions like that. Easy to do.
I personally, like, if I'm trying to get them to ask me their questions or like, what are they struggling with? I love going live, whether it's on social audio or Instagram live or Facebook live, wherever. I feel like there's just something when you're live. It's like people are so willing to talk back to you.
Yep.
For sure, definitely on social audio, but I've even seen on Instagram lives. Yeah.
On social audio. And one of the things that I do on social audio and in my memberships, actually, because it helps me get content, is I hold office hours. Office hours allows you to see what people are struggling with. What are they struggling with? It gives you content ideas. And it allows you to help them with those problems in that moment.
Yeah, I like that whole office hours concept. Very good. Okay, so what if I don't have an audience? What if I'm like brand new and I'm still like, I don't know. Am I even at that point where it's important for me to listen to an audience? Okay.
Yes. First, listen to the few people that you have, because there are people that are an audience almost immediately upon showing up on social media. You'll have that one person that is a super fan right away. We don't know why they found us, but they did. And they love us. So that's awesome. Listen to those people. Next, go into other people's rooms and on other people's social media in your niche and look at what questions they're being asked in their comments and during the rooms and sessions. The comment section of your competitors is gold. It's gold because those are questions that are being asked of that competitor that you can answer. And it's giving you insight.
Oh, sorry.
So if I'm me, I would go to Rocky's page, Social with Rocky. I'd go to her page and I'd look and see what questions people are asking her in her comments. And then I would create content that answers those questions. Because I know somebody's asking those questions.
Right. I had to write down what I was going to say before I forget.
Okay,
go ahead. We're trying hard not to jump over each other. But we're from New York. This is just how people talk.
I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, like if you have an idea like, oh, like their audience is my audience. Like that's who I'm trying to attract. Like you know, as a business owner, you kind of have this idea in your head, like I'm trying to attract, you know, women 30 plus, and they're kind of like doing this with their lives and they want to be doing this. Like maybe it's busy moms who want to, you know, side hustle and they're in their 30s, you know, then you can go after those people that already have an audience like that. Like what Jonathan's saying, like you're kind of borrowing their audience in a sense. They're not your people yet, but yeah.
You're borrowing them for feedback because you know there's people out there and they may not be attracted to Social with Rocky, but they have the same questions as her audience does. You want to get those types of people so you can answer those questions. You're borrowing her audience to do surveying and figure out what people are looking for. Yeah.
And shout out to Rocky. Hi, Rocky.
Hi, Rocky.
Also, it made me think of when going back to when you're talking to your audience, like, you know, and it doesn't have to be a big audience, you guys. Just like Jonathan said, you could have a good solid 5 people that are willing to give you everything you need to get going. Right. But it's funny because you might think in your head, oh, I'm serving, you know, women 30 years and older, you know, 30 to 40 years old, and they make this much money and all this stuff. And then you learn just by listening to your audience, this is who they really are.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. There's so much.
Yeah, there's so much you can do with it. And you're learning from your audience who they really are and what they really do. I, for the longest time, was helping coaches, just coaches. And I didn't have it narrowed down to female coaches that are in their second act looking for a way to get seen on social media. And that's really who I help. So women 40 to 60 years old. That wasn't my demographic originally, but it is my demographic. It's the people I help. All right, we're done.
Gosh, you guys, what we thought was just small talk. Jonathan, tell them what they should do.
They
Not
should
what they have to do, but what they should do.
They should go over to wherever they listen to a podcast and give Mimi 5 stars. 5 stars. Anytime you review it. If you're over on Spotify, ask us questions, give us a rating. If you're on Apple, give us a rating, write a review, whatever you got. And with that, Mimi, I'm going to throw it to you for where else they can find us.
Well, we're on Instagram, Coffee Social Podcast. We're on YouTube if you'd rather watch us, which, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been wearing a blanket in every single episode since we've done the intro trailer in season 1.
She wears a blanket.
Wait, did I wear a blanket during that one? I think I did.
Yes, you did. You said it was going to be your thing, and I was like, your
staple.
thing is going to be a blanket?
And it was supposed to also be holding the microphone, but here we are.
Even the people that do the podcast in the bed that you said you wanted to mimic with the blanket have mic stands.
Leave me alone with my mic stand. No, but we're on YouTube. Cold. So if you don't know, I wear a blanket all the time. Check out YouTube once in a while and watch one of the podcast episodes.
See what color blanket Mimi's wearing today. Not just a blanket, by the way. She wears clothes under the blanket.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys. Yeah. Thank you for being clear about that because I don't know. I have an important question of the day. Okay. Here's the question.
Okay.
Are you team, I would stop cursing if the majority wanted me to? Or are you team, heck no, I'm not going to stop cursing. This is who I am. Ooh.
Fuck no.
Gary Vee would definitely say no. That's like what he's known for.
Yep.
Jeez.
Call me Gary Vee.
Oh my God. I'm working with Gary Vee. What? All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening and watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone. Bye, Jonathan Howard.